Right. Hi everyone, welcome to Own Your Own Life. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tonight is the first of many live events that we're going to be doing on a Tuesday night. And you can speak to the person who invited you. It's a set time every week for your state. Tonight we're going to learn how we can own your own life, unlock time, get some more freedom, and learn how to make some money, some residual income, and learn about some amazing health products as well. So firstly, we're going to kick off with Davina. Davina, would you like to lead us away and give us a little bit of a rundown on the amazing things that we've got available?
Absolutely. So hi everyone, my name's Davina and I've actually spent 30 years in the health and fitness industry. And after the birth of my third child at 24 weeks, that was when we went searching for a product. We came across Juice Plus and we decided that it was the healthiest way to give him an opportunity to have good health. So what is Juice Plus? It is fruits, vegetables and berries that are put into capsule form, and we also have an omega blend. So as I mentioned, we have the fruit blend here. There's the bottle there for you. We've got vegetables. We have got the berries and our beautiful new omega blend, which is in there as well. So these are all plant-based, so that the omega blend, rather than having fish oil, we have a plant-based process that actually helps us get all of the omegas that we need to have healthy heart function, healthy eyesight, and it actually helps with your heart function as well. So we found that even though we were in the fitness industry, we were trying to eat a lot of good fruits and vegetables and lead healthy lives, but we weren't cutting it. So we're always told we need a minimum of 2 and 5 to lead a stable, average health and lifestyle. But if you actually want to start moving towards more of an optimal lifestyle, you need to be eating between 9 and 13 quality and variety every single day. So that's not just 2 days a week and then go back to eating your other bits and pieces or nothing, or just having your stock standard of carrots and broccoli, which majority of our clients that we meet, they only eat 2 to 3 types of vegetables occasionally. So you need a wide variety to get all of the phytonutrients that are in there. So if you'd like to think of an apple's actually got over 10,000 phytonutrients in there that actually work together in synergy, which is why all of ours have been put together. Now you might say, how the heck can they get all of those different fruits into a little capsule? Well, we actually pick them at the point of ripeness. So remembering as well with all of our produce, in the last 48 hours, that's when all of the nutrition goes in there. So if you're picking beforehand, you're actually cutting out a lot of the nutrition. So we pick it at the point of ripeness and then we actually crush everything into a pulp, and then it's dried out into a nice powder and then put into capsules. If you imagine taking me and dehydrating me, I would end up in a little tiny vase. That's what happens. So that's how we get them to fit into such a small amount. Now we are actually backed as well by a lot of science, by independent researchers. So these are people that actually go and research all of our products to make sure that they can make some significant changes in the body. They don't go and publish them in a Woman's Day. They actually go into medical journals and they're peer reviewed as well. So that actually means that they actually have 3 of their peers of the highest standard go in and have a look through all of the research and make sure that the research is stating exactly what was found. If they disagreed, they would throw it away. But Juice Plus has actually got 36 plus of these gold standard studies that are out there for everyone to have a look at. And, you know, they can pick it to pieces, or they can actually just look at it and take a leap of faith and take the product. My son, the preemie baby, is actually now 13, and thank goodness he's only had a couple of little sniffles in the last 8 years. So he's a really happy, vibrant baby. Out of our family as well, there's 6 of us. We only put 5 of us on the product. One of them kept getting sick all the time. So we actually know from a personal standpoint that these products have worked amazingly for us. And the research is all there to actually help us know that it's doing what it's meant to do, even though it'll affect each and every one of us in a slightly different way. We also have Choose for Children, and we have the Children's Health Study. So that means that for everyone that actually becomes a customer on the fruit and the veg, can actually sign a child up between the ages of 4 and 18 for up to 4 years to receive their product absolutely free. All we ask is that you fill in a questionnaire every couple of months, and that actually helps us collate some studies in there. Our products are sold to you in a 4-month supply. Why? Because our red blood cells change every 120 days. So we don't want to give you something for a couple of days, a week, or a month, because we know that it's not really going to have the opportunity to make the health changes that are necessary. Like I said, I work in a gym. We don't have people come into us and say, I've got to run a marathon next week, teach me now. It would be impossible. The human body is actually the same. It actually needs time to make the changes. As it took time for us to actually make negative changes to ourselves and our health, we need time to actually make the positive changes and reinforce good health. So that is why we actually sell our products in a 4-month supply and get it out to you and give you the best possible chance of making the positive changes. Handing back to you, Anita.
That's fantastic. Thanks so much. Now, there's also a little combo deal we've got going at the moment too, isn't there, with the omegas and the berries?
Is there?
Yeah. Did you not know about that? Oh, okay. If you get the omegas and the berries, you can get them together with free shipping at the moment.
Free shipping.
Yeah.
Until
Stock's
Hmm.
Yes.
Very good. That's even more better, isn't it, for everyone?
How good is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll hand over to our beautiful Bella, who's got her bub down with her at the moment. Bella's going to talk to us briefly about our wonderful Shred 10 program. Take it away, Bella.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Yeah, you have to excuse Jack. He's having bedtime booby. Not quite planned the way I was going to have it. Lovely to see you all tonight. I'm Bella in Perth. I'm a personal trainer and nutritional coach. I've been on the Juice Plus product for 8 years now. My 2 older children, 11 and a half and just turned 9, they've been on the product for the same amount of time. So our health has just gone leaps and bounds since being on the product. And alongside the product is a fantastic program that we have, a whole food program. It is called the Shred 10. It's not like any other meal program that's out there or what people call diets. We try to stay away from the word diet because we are all about educating people in adding more whole food into your life. So we don't want to deplete you from any of your favourite things that you like. So we want to teach you whole food, but also balance to suit everybody's individual lifestyle requirements and wants and needs. So with Shred 10, we do the Shred 10 program once a month and starting on the first Monday of each month. And it's only for 1 weekend and 10 days. And over those 10 days, we are literally flooding our body with good habits and whole food. And with that, there is some delicious meals. It's not about replacing your meals with any forms of shakes or anything like that. We're actually flooding our body with whole food and, yes, 1 to 2 smoothies a day just to add extra dense nutrients into your body with raw goodness. 10 days, you're shredding bad habits, be it lifestyle and eating habits, and the perks of it, your body will react the way your body wants to with flooding with whole foods. If your body is requiring weight loss and you're increasing your whole food intake, your body's going to start going through its own weight loss journey, even though you're not replacing any meals with anything. If your body requires weight management, it will maintain your weight, but you'll find that you may increase in your lean muscle mass, which is what you want, because a leaner, stronger muscle is going to create better strength around your full body skeleton, if you know what I mean. And if you actually need to gain weight, which I actually see a few clients that just struggle with gaining weight, flooding your body with whole foods will also enable you to gain the weight required for your body type. Doing the Shred 10, you're never alone. You're part of our Healthy Revolution lifestyle group, where every day, 24/7, you are supported by one of us Fresh Vibe Tribies or the Healthy Revolution goers as well, sharing all their whole food delights. And you get a gorgeous ebook just full of deliciousness that you can share with the family. It is kid friendly and baby friendly as well, so my children get to enjoy all the goodness of it also. And in conjunction with the whole food eating, you get to take the Juice Plus, the Juice Plus on top of it as well. So it's enhancing your flooding of whole food into your body, and it works in conjunction. Can you hear me properly, Eva Bubby? Yes. What's going on? It's not the normal bedtime story. There's we're family friendly, by the way.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh, come on. We've had a late night at basketball. And where was I? So in conjunction with your whole food eating over the Shred 10 program, you get to add in the Juice Plus products that Davina was sharing with us earlier. And this is boosting your intake a little bit more. So the more whole foods you're eating and drinking through the Shred 10 program, on top of taking your fruits, vegetables and or berry and omegas, your body's going to start wanting more. So if you're a chocolate addict out there or a Coca-Cola addict, and every morning you're waking up and you're craving all those high sugary foods, when you start flooding your body with whole food, your body does the complete opposite. You're putting into your body what your body actually needs, and then you start craving more of that. So you're going more for fruits and vegetables, and you're grabbing those instead of grabbing that Mars bar at 3 o'clock to beat that 3 o'clock itis feeling on the way to school to get the kids, and you're just like, what do I do? So you're munching, crunching and sipping on the way to school on whole foods and feeling more energized, feeling more focused, more alive, and happy within yourself as well. And that's all thanks to Mother Nature's goodness of the fruits and vegetables. And the other thing I was going to say, when you're doing the Shred 10, it's not just cutting everything out of your lifestyle that you're used to. We want to teach you how to reduce. So we look at reducing, hopefully also taking away the crap. So you're looking at your carbonated soft drinks, you're looking at your refined sugars that you find in your chocolate bars and all those naughty little drinks. And you're looking at reducing to taking away artificial flavours and colours from packaged foods and also processed goods. Reduce to pretty much diminishing your fridge and cupboard from processed foods. And while you're doing that, cutting back all that crap and adding in all Mother Nature's goodness, your body will start flushing out what no longer serves you. So you're cleaning your gut out, which is your foundation of your nervous system and your neuro system. Hence why you become a little bit more clear in the mind and you make those decisions a little bit more of what you're going to do each day for you and your family. Get in contact with the person that has invited you to our live event today for a copy of the Shred 10 ebook if you're interested in going further. And I can guarantee your mouth will be watering and drooling over your keyboard.
I agree. And I'm definitely a sucker for the 4:30 complete shakes. The chocolate just gets me through the rest of the day, I tell you what.
It does.
On
it's
point.
The best mindful snack.
It totally is. I've got to have an abundance of them in the cupboard because my kids seriously could have them for breakfast, lunch and dinner. They love them so much. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Let's move on to our wonderful, wonderful little business opportunity, which our gorgeous Shan is going to take us through. This is a wonderful little snippet of just how this business can help you with a few extra dollars, maybe a couple of hundred. Anyway, take it away, Shan.
Thanks, Neats. So this isn't only beautiful products. We also, a lot of us do this as our business. As Neats was saying, it could be anything. People use it for many different options. It might be an extra $500 to help with the shopping or saving for things that you really want, or you might be working towards it becoming your plan A and actually changing your entire lifestyle. I guess it's all about thinking outside the square and getting rid of those ideals that most of us, especially in our society, have grown up thinking that we have to do. The 9-to-5 job or killing ourselves at the traditional business, which a huge percentage of those die within the first year anyway. So there's high risk with them. So it's just giving people another option to be able to use without the risk and still get their foot in the door with the business. And we're using something that obviously we're only going to encourage people to join if they've got a passion with helping people in the community with health. So it's coming from the heart, and you know it's not people just trying to make money. So how do we, I just want to show you something. I've got some things drawn up, so I hope you can just see them. I've drawn them. Normally I do this with you. At the time it obviously would be way too hard for me to draw it and write and hold the paper. So here's an example of, I hope you can see that the right way around. It's not backwards, is it? Okay.
I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, neat. Put your eyes on. Okay, so here's an example of a everyday traditional business. So I'm going to use, stop making me laugh. I'm going to use Coles as an example. So if you see at the top, there's a CEO. He's that rich man who sits up there, and he sits there for quite a long time, and he makes a hell of a lot of money. All these little lines down the bottom, they're our little trolley boys, night fill, checkout chicks. They're swapping hours for money, very small amount of money, working the bums off, and they're not getting far. As you see, I've got sections. So most companies such as Coles, Bunnings, Myers, any of these big companies, they're going to have levels. So say we're going to pick one of these little people down the bottom here. Let's pick Sally, and her dream is to be CEO of Coles, believe it or not. She's got high ambitions in life. She loves the company. So we're in reality, where do we think that she could actually work to? Could she become CEO quite easily? It would be very, very slim chance, wouldn't it? So if she probably put herself through business school at night time, worked hard, she could possibly become something like a 2IC, maybe the supervisor of the deli section. She might be able to work so hard to become a branch manager within, say, 4 to 5 years. And then she gets stuck around here, doesn't she? So if the CEO was to lose his perch, probably has to die to get rid of that spot in the company. Someone of the board of directors would swoop in and get the position, or even worse, an external person would come in and take the position. So all these people down here, if they are interested in being with the business, they don't get much option of growing. So that's traditional business that we like to compare ourselves to. Believe it or not, we like to look at something very different shape. Excuse my fumbling. Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay. This is us. Think of us like a rectangle instead, or a square. So we all support each other to get to the pinnacle position, which is called the NMD, National Marketing Director. There's still levels. Down the bottom is called a virtual franchisee. I'm going to go through all of these in a bit clearer in a moment. So still levels to reach every step of the way, and you get lots of support to get to the pinnacle position. The big difference is here, all of you and your team along the bottom are all striving to be this pinnacle position, and you can all get there. There's no competition. There's no limit of how many NMDs there can be in the country or the world, and we all encourage each other and support each other to get there. So I just find it's massively different than traditional business, and I think those diagrams show it really, really well. So here's another I prepared earlier. Really quick. I'm just trying to see where you can actually see that. Tell me, can you see, is that good? There. I'll hold it with my head. Okay. So this is called, so very laugh. This is called the business ladder. So it's a lot easier if I can actually go through this with you with a whiteboard and write it out and explain each part, but obviously impossible right now. I've got no one to hold the whiteboard. So I'll talk it through. So there's all different levels, all my lettering up here. I'll go through them all. The positions of the company, a virtual franchisee. No matter what you are, you can be black, white, rich, poor, a doctor, a cleaner. There's no prejudice in this company. You all start with a $165 fee, and you all start as virtual franchisee. That's why a lot of us love this so much, because doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. There's chances to move up in the company. So your next promotion is called direct virtual franchisee, senior direct, sales coordinator, senior sales coordinator, qualifying NMD, and NMD at the top. So don't worry too much about knowing what all those letters mean. If you are interested, we will go through it very slowly with you and teach you. It's just a brief overview to show you what it looks like, in whole. So there's three main ways to make money out of the business. You see at the top there, I've written the first way is retail. So just like you're selling the products in your own health food store, for example, without all the overheads, you make retail off your product. Now I'm just reaching for another file here. I feel like I'm doing a juggling act. This up here on my shoulder. One moment, please. So profit. Oh, it's warning me that it's going to cut out, so I better hurry up. One profit of one box, for example, is about $61 of a premium pack. So that's retail. You then have the chance to make commission. This changes with whatever position you're in the company. So for example, it's all my percentages here. You can see 4%, 9%, 14%, and then that actually stays at 14 to the very top. So once you reach sales coordinator, you have hit the top commission level. The third way to make money is bonuses, and that's the dollar values I have down the bottom. So there's bonus chances all the way, and there's actually several different types of ways to earn bonuses. I've only put one program on here, just so it doesn't get even more complicated. It's a very brief overview, guys, but there's so much more we could go into, but there's no use when people are only just starting to look at the business. I think it's a lot more valuable to be able to just throw to someone. I'd love to ask just one of our teamies, Donna, to give us a little word about what she most loves about being a franchisee. And Donna, if you could, thank you, take yourself off mute, and I'll pass over to her and she can give us a few words of her experience.
Sure. Thanks, guys. I'll just be really quick on this because I am aware of the time frame. So the first thing that really stood out for me in this business, I mean, it made perfect sense. I've been in a traditional business for a very long time, working my way up, and the highest I've ever got is management, never owning the business, never seeing the profits. So the earning potential in this is huge once you get a handle on the actual numbers that Shen's done. So, instead of just working your hourly wage, you have the opportunity to earn your retail plus your commission on top of that, and then bonuses on top. Like that in a traditional business is pretty much unheard of, really. So the potential to earn here, if you really want to smash this out, is just huge. The second thing I want to bring is basically, for me, what this business means is time off. So to give you an example, I haven't had a school holidays off with my kids for about 3 years now. And this Easter, I've actually taken 3 weeks off of work to be able to spend time with my kids, which is massive. Like, we haven't really done all that much, but it's the fact that I can see on their faces that the kids are so excited about me actually being there. And we went away camping on the weekend. I had the husband in town, which is a very rare opportunity as well. And like, that for me is priceless. Like, I won't, I can't put a money value on that. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is for the future, what this plan is for me. So this is no longer my plan C or my plan B. This business is my plan A. And my goal with this business, I've got a really good grasp on what I need to do, what do I need to achieve, how fast I need to move through these ranks. My goal is to retire early. So look, you can do this business at any pace. You can go slow, step by step. You're still making progress and you'll still get there at the end of the day. But the thing that I think really is amazing is not so much just the amount of money that you can really make in this business. It's the opportunities, the friendships that you build is just beyond anything that you could ever dream. Like the community we have here, not just within this team, but within the whole company that runs in Australia and worldwide, there is nothing like it. And we are standout, and that is why I've chosen this vehicle to run forward for myself and for my family and for our future. Thanks, guys.
Love it. Thank you, Donna. Couldn't have asked to sum it up any better. All right, I'll pass over to Neets to wrap it up quickly before Zoom cuts us off. Neets, just unmute yourself, darling.
There we go. I've had a big day. My brain is mush. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Same time next Tuesday. So if you've got anyone that you wanted to invite, or you know any of your teamies that couldn't make it tonight, try and get them aboard next week. Same time, same place, and we'll do it all again. Thanks for joining.